As somebody who has been working in OnlyFans management for 2 years almost at this point, I have learned so many lessons as a result of this lovely community and this very dynamic business model, shall we say. And there are a lot of things that I wish I had learned when I was starting out. And over the past 2 years, I have tried to record my learnings on my blog and also on this and my previous YouTube channel. And in this video, I'm going to be giving the newbies out there some additional tips on how they can better start their OnlyFans management journey, which I'm very happy that I started myself. It's given me so many things in life. Oh, actually, there's 6 tips. Just kidding. Tip number 1 is an easy one. You should know this already, but I'm going to tell you anyway because you're a newbie. Maybe you don't. Tip number 1, work with any model who agrees to give you a chance if you have no experience. So like I've seen some newbies out there who will ask questions and be like, oh, I'm trying to recruit this girl, but I don't know because she's fucking from this country or she's fat or she's old or like some reason, or she doesn't want to be on Reddit and I only know how to do like whatever the reason is. And I will say that unless you have a plan, maybe you do, maybe you don't. That actually would probably be a better tip, is to like develop a plan before you start. But I feel like that would just lead to procrastination. Bottom line is that you need experience. When you're brand new, like just start. Get a girl or a guy or do it yourself. Fucking take pictures of yourself, whatever. And just get somebody who is willing to like do it with you, just so you can learn, just so you can go through it and you can see what it's like to fucking set up the accounts and fucking write the bio and set the pricing and, you know, work with Google Drive or whatever. And like all of the tiny little things that people like me who've been doing this for a long time, we don't think about anymore. Like I don't need to think about like how to make a folder on Google Drive and like set the settings to anyone with the link and set it, you know what I mean? It's like, but if you are new to the business, even if you have other professional experience, that might not occur to you. Like you don't know all the little things, and you need to learn all the little things if you want to be good at this. And you're only going to learn all the little things through experience. You're not going to learn them in a course. You're not going to learn them in a boot camp or coaching program. You're going to learn them through experience. So get out there and get some experience if you're a newbie and you have none. Later on, once you have experience and you're like, okay, well, I actually want to work with a model with fucking huge tits who's from America and is cool with being on Reddit or Instagram or whatever, then you could be more selective. Number 2, hire and train a chatter before you need him or her. It should be him. Don't hire women. But why? Great question. So I'm not saying to hire and train anybody who like answers your ad and is like, yes, I'll be a chatter. I'm alive. Like I have fingers. Like, sure. No, you want to hire a good chatter. I guess I should have clarified that. You want to hire and train a good chatter before you need him. Why? Let's be honest. I'm not going to say that you don't care about your model or models, but you're not going to care about them in the same way that you would care about an employee. What do I mean by that? Yes, okay, maybe the girl is, you know, fucking broke and like in a shit country and you're her only chance for fucking making money and getting out of her shit country. Maybe it's probably true. But still, you don't really, when you're new, okay, you probably are not going to feel that bad if you don't get a good result. You're probably not really going to care. I didn't care. I mean, it was like charge it to the game. It's part of the experience of being new. But when you hire and train somebody who expects to be paid for a job, when you're hiring and training somebody who's going to actually work for you and they're a quality person, because let's be honest, a lot of the times we can't get every model we want compared to getting any chatter we want. Like we can hire any chatter we want. Be like, yeah, I'll pay you. Sure. Come work for me. Like it's much easier to, you know, the success rate with chatters is much higher than models, period. You don't know the model's lazy. She doesn't want to do this. She doesn't want to do that. She's got some problem. Fucking something happened, whatever. A chatter or any VA, they need a reliable job. And you have much more control, much more power over them. The power dynamic is more in your favor, let's say. Now, when you get somebody who's good and smart and you're like, wow, this, because any of you who have a good model or a good employee, it's like, oh my God, it's, you feel, you're so happy. You're like, oh my God, I'm so, me personally, when I talk to really anybody on my team, I don't have anybody on my team I don't like. Even the ones who aren't doing as well, I like them. And I'm like, oh, I'm so glad this person's on my team. I'm so glad I have this model. I'm so glad I have this chatter. Even if they drive me crazy with, small things here and there. And when you have somebody that you like and you don't want to let them down, you're going to try extra hard to give them something to do, like to make them happy. When you have a good chatter, you're going to try extra hard to get that model some traffic so that your chatter is going to be able to work and make money. It's just extra incentive. It's more pressure on you to get everything else before a sale can take place working well. Number 3, every method works. Just choose the one that you hate the least. And when I say method, I don't necessarily mean traffic method. I mean any method about any part of this. Okay. I mean, accepting some stuff as like, getting paid. Maybe you have a little bit less flexibility, but you have flexibility there too. A lot of ways to get paid. However, I guess what this really refers to is traffic. And it can also refer to, let's say, recruiting. So every method works. Let's talk about traffic. 'Cause that's like the newbie's biggest question. Where do I get traffic? What's the best traffic platform? What's the most effective one? Which one should I do? And the answer to that is the one you hate the least. They all work. Twitter works. YouTube works. Fucking TikTok, Reddit, tube sites, everything works. But which one are you most likely to do yourself before you can outsource it? That's really the best way to ask it. And the one that you're most likely to do before you outsource it is the one that gives you the least amount of cancer. For me, for example, I hate with a passion. Well, that's not true. I don't like dating apps. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. I got to make the profile on the phone. I got to get the fucking logins. I got to log in on the computer. I got to verify this. I got to do that. Like, I don't want to do that myself. Yes, I could hire a VA, but I also don't like how it fucking breaks all the time. I guess everything breaks though. Maybe it's just excuses. Anyway, I haven't gotten over the hump of learning it. Like, and it changes all the time. I mean, I know the basics. I've made some accounts, but like, I'm not going to do it. I don't like it. I would rather focus on some other way of getting traffic that is enjoyable to me. Now it's less relevant, but like if you're new and you're just starting out and you hate Instagram, don't do Instagram. Even if Instagram is the best, you hate everything except Reddit. So just do Reddit. Reddit can work. You can choose any platform and only use that platform and you can make money. It's possible. It 100% possible. There are people who do it. Okay. Number 4, play to your strengths, but don't neglect your weaknesses. This is advice that I should have taken myself when I started. And I did I took the first part to heart, but I didn't really take the second part to heart. I neglected my weaknesses. When I started for like an embarrassingly long time, my strengths, the things that I'm good at in general, like I'm good at writing, I'm good at community management, I'm good at, befriending people who have influence. And did I say management? And that's it. And I guess like recruiting, you could say. And I leaned on those. It was like all I did. Not good at traffic, had no idea anything about chatting. And I ignored those 2 very important factors of OnlyFans management for a very long time. And it was to my detriment, because if I knew then what I knew now, oh my God, you guys don't know. I'll make a video about it soon. I have a certain goal. I want to get to 100K a month revenue, right? Once I get to 100K a month, I'll make a very interesting video that will be illuminating for many people. But the point is that I've just now like figured out the way to bring in lots of money with OFM. Like I understand it now. Like now I understand it. And not only do I understand it, it's such a foolproof system that I can do it on any platform. If OnlyFans shuts down tomorrow, I can do it on any platform. Snapchat, Instagram, fucking Patreon, like whatever. Does not matter. Principles are the same. As long as the internet exists and like there's dudes consuming thirsty content somewhere, my business will never go out of business, and it will only grow and expand as my management and training and that stuff develops as well. But 2 months ago, when I was 21 months into the game, I didn't have that. I didn't have anything close to it. I had no idea. Like 0 out of 10 in terms of the completion level. So if I had figured that out fucking 2 months in, if I had just started like right away to do the right things and to get the traffic and like stop fucking around and like not write a fucking blog article and not sit and record hours of video. Like now when I do stuff that's not the agency, I feel like almost like I'm wasting time. It's like, why am I now? I wanted to make these videos. Like I enjoy this. These are good for me to like get stuff out. But I still had to weigh it in my brain. I was like, do I really want to sit here for 3 hours and make these fucking videos that like 200 people are going to watch? What's the payoff? I could work for 2 hours on my agency and like do the fucking list of shit I need to do or do whatever or fucking relax or something because I've been working on my agency so hard, something like that. So I shouldn't have neglected my weaknesses because I would have advanced much faster. I played to my strengths. I had my own unique journey. Fine. And I, like I'll get there eventually too. But looking back, like wish I had not neglected those. So whatever your weaknesses are, maybe it's recruiting, maybe it's fucking whatever. Like don't look for I can spend money on it and it'll go away. Because that doesn't really exist in this game. Okay, number 5, you won't do it right the first time, and that's fine. So my current project that I have that I'm doing, like what I'm spending the most time on is not recruiting, it's not traffic, it is chatting. It is hiring and training new chatters and managing my existing chatters and making that more efficient to build higher quality chatters and just get them doing what I want them to do and solidifying the results and expanding their skills and fucking, that's for the existing chatters and also the new chatters. I want to get people up to speed faster. I want the training to become more effective. I want the hiring to become more effective, the filtering for the shitty people or the good people to become more effective. And all of these things I did not do. Like now, let's say I'm a month and a half in to this new thing that I'm doing, like hiring and training my own team of chatters. Let's say I'm a month and a half in. The way that I do it today is way better than the way that I did it on day one. The way that I did it today is way better than I did it on week 1 or week 2 or week 3. Because as I continued to work on it, I made mistakes or I did something right or I had an idea after doing something that didn't work. And I made an adjustment and then everything improved. So like that's everything, right? Not that that's everything, but you want to apply that attitude towards everything, whatever it is. So you're not going to do it right the first time. You're going to fall, you're going to slip in the mud, but like just it is what it is. Okay. Tip number 6 is ignore gatekeeping in Telegram groups from people who are veteran agency owners. This is very big. This is important if you are new, because you come into this, it's hard for us to relate because we're not new anymore. Like there's people, I could name 50 people and I know those 50 people, at least I could probably name 200 people at this point who like are on their computer 7 days a week. All they do is OFM. Telegram is always open. Like they're obsessed with it. They think about it all the time and it's like their life and that's what they do. So like people like that, they know the game so well that they will scoff at, stuff that is less efficient than what they are doing. You see it all the time. You see it from big names, popular names, names that you know and recognize and respect, probably. I'm sure I also do it sometimes, also without even realizing it. But just because somebody who has a big name says, "Oh, don't do this, it's a waste of time." Like, you don't need to be like, "Oh, well, this person said it, so I guess I shouldn't try it." Like, you can still try it. You can still do it. You can still try to figure out a way to make it work, because what that really means, "Oh, this doesn't work. Oh, that's a waste of time." What it really means is that I haven't figured out a way to make that thing work. And if there are people who are doing, like, let's take free subs versus paid subs. Everybody shits on free subs, but there are people out there who have free accounts that are crushing, right? I mean, do you disagree with that? No free accounts are making money? No, there's free accounts out there that are making fucking crazy money. So when people say, "Oh, don't do free accounts, they don't work, all the free subs are shit, blah, blah, blah," what that really means is, like, I don't know how to get money from free subs. I haven't figured that out yet. And take your pick. There's a million things like that. Any opinion that somebody has, and veterans are very, what's the opposite of hesitant? Very willing, very ready to share their opinion on anything as soon as they see it, like, cross their eyes. They're like, "Oh yeah, I have an opinion on that. Let me fucking say it with, emotion." Newbies be damned. Fuck the newbies. Who cares? Like, learn on your own, or don't. I don't care. Take my word for it. So just ignore it, right? Just ignore it. I don't think that they mean harm. And it's really just like banter between other people who are in the know. But you have to keep in mind that there's a million ways to do this. Million ways to do it. There's a lot of ways to win in OFM. And just because, like, veteran, this guy thinks that, like, some strategy is bad or stupid and fucking says something about it in the group, even if it's well thought out and it's like, it doesn't have to be like, "Oh, that's stupid, don't do it." Like, they could write fucking a page about it. It doesn't matter. It just means that they haven't figured it out, and you should take it with a grain of salt. Okay, those are my 6 tips for newbies in OFM. Thank you for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.